Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is a beer from Funky Buddha. Wow. This is part of their Void Shaker series, Funky Buddha, Barrel Aged Stout, and this is, oh no, sorry, Limited Positively Beyond series. This is Void Shaker, straight up Imperial Stout, Barrel Aged in High West barrels, bourbon barrels, yeah. Cool stuff. Crazy. Yeah, I've had a few Funky Buddha beers on the channel, but not many. And if you guys don't already know, they've been bought out by Constellation, which is Modelo and all that. And I think the respect of the breweries have really gone away. But I haven't had any of the crazy stuff, like recently or anything. So, maple bacon, man, that was one of the ticks that I really wanted. Maple bacon porter and maple bacon coffee porter. So this is a barrel aged Imperial Stout, pretty dark out of the bottle. This comes in at, what is it? They don't say? 11%. 11%, and then you don't want to know how many calories in this one. 400 is actually not bad for, a lot of calories in beer, so be careful of that. But bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout, straight up from Funky Buddha. And part of the reason why I bought this is like some of the barrel aged stuff for a minute was in 22-ounce bottles, and those are just price prohibitive generally. They still probably are, but this one came in a 4-pack, so I bought one. So nice dark beer, not completely opaque, or being poured out, but pitch black. Wonderful dark tan head on that. Oh, by the way, went on the website. There's lactose in this beer, and they actually don't even say anything about that, which is absolutely crazy. There's lactose in this beer. Yeah, they just say limited bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stouts are mysteriously dark, perfectly balanced, and totally funky. They don't even say that. So, I don't think it's a kind thing to do to your customers that are lactose intolerant, but maybe there's not too much lactose in here, so who knows. Very intense kind of bourbon character on the nose. Yeah. Mostly a lot of whiskey. There's a little bit of baker's chocolate. A little bit of coffee on that. A little bit of vanilla too now. I warmed this one up quite nicely too, which is good. Again, the trick that I recommend that anybody does is pull your sink hot and just roll your bottle in it. Obviously, don't get your beer burnt, or you don't burn your beer, but don't get it too hot. But it warms up the bottle quite nicely. If you don't want to sit a bottle out for an hour at a fridge temperature. Get a little bit of spice on this one. There's a little bit of cinnamon from the charring of the oak. Yeah, quite nice. Cheers. That's a good temp, yeah, for sure. Not bad. 11%, yeah. A little thin. Nice complexity though. A little thin. Nice character though, wow. Boozy on the way down, but this is somewhere between a really well built Imperial Stout with the barrel characters super integrated into the beer. Bourbon County is a perfect example of that, where it's just so masterfully done. Some beers are just I literally can just recreate the beer with a Imperial Stout, non-barrel aged, and just throw a shot in there. And that's where you don't want the beers. They literally just taste like sharp booze and then stout. And this one plays in that brown somewhere in between. Up front, booze up front. A little bit fruity, get raisin. Chocolate, coffee, a little bit of residual sweetness. Vanilla rocks in a little bit. Rise out, a little bit of residual sweetness on the back end. The beer, though, has a little bit of sharp character from the bourbon. It hits on the palate and drives its way down for 11%. It doesn't, Bourbon County is big, but it's a little bit more sludgy and has a nicer kind of appearance or perception to it. This one has a little bit more attack and bite, or way more attack and bite. Sorry, this is a more bourbony, less kind of nuanced or crafted take on Parabola, if that's a good analogy. But you're somewhere in the range of Parabola, for sure. Somewhere there, but a lesser one. Still pretty good. You get the complex malts in there. It's like raisins and dates and chocolate and coffee and mocha and chocolate cake and a little bit of vanilla, but like not super pronounced. And that bourbon is like still singing the high note up here. Pretty good. Quite nice, quite nice, quite nice. Again, a great example of this failing would be the bourbon barrel aged Guinness, which, my God, is like one of the worst bourbon barrel aged beers I've ever had. That beer was insane. What a fail! But this is a good example of slime. It's not the best, but it just does a good job. Like if you want to impress somebody, like this is accessible for me. Like maybe I can find Bourbon County, but like it comes and goes. Like when it hits, it's gone. But yeah, it does all the tricks, but it's not the most amazing version of it, right? Nice char in there, nice good amount of sweetness, but not like it's not a thin beer, but it's not a thick beer. If that makes any sense. So somewhere around medium plus mouthfeel, especially for a beer this big. You really want a full mouthfeel, in my opinion. But it does a good job. Medium plus mouthfeel. Nice bourbony sharpness up front, but not too intense where it's like, again, the worst analogy is like literally just getting or the best analogy would be like, again, a shot and a beer, but not bad. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah. Hey, Funky Buddha, despite the buyout, is still producing amazing beer. This is very, very, very good. It's hard, I'd argue, to find a better barrel-aged Imperial Stout that's not like hyped or hard to find. Very tasty. I mean, this is very tasty. Let's go with a solid 95 on this one. 95? I know. It's a very strong rating. Let's go with a solid 93. 93, that is Void Shaker from Funky Buddha. It's just a well done, again, if you're into the more kind of like balance, bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stouts where it's like a little less body, a little less sludginess. Bourbon County is just that like big, punch in the face kind of thing. You want a little bit more balance, more kind of that kind of Imperial Stout kind of thing. You're gonna love this. It does a great job. Like it does something that I think some people probably want, where they don't want the big, sticky, intense sweetness of Bourbon County. And it's not just straight up bourbon then stout. It's like plays just there and has nice complexities. It's right there. So really nice, 93 for me. But I think some people would give this an A plus easy. So until next time, guys, cheers. Let me know what you think. This is Funky Buddha Void Shaker. Tasty, tasty stuff. Maybe I should seek out some more. Until next time, guys, cheers. Later.